What is going on, Goofy Gamers? I'm here with
Elias.
And what'd you do today?
I got first place at Catskill's regional.
Undefeated with what deck?
Yeah, I went 9-0 with my favorite deck, the deck that I took to YCS Richmond, Kashtira.
Shit. Let's get into it.
Alright, so I'm gonna go pretty quick because I've done a few of these. So triple Fenrir. Obviously, this is like one of the best decks that can play Fenrir, so it's pretty good. We finally got Unicorn back to 3. I want to note that like, the deck is not good because Unicorn went back to 3. I think the deck was just good before. It was just really like underlooked. But now that we got Unicorn to 3, obviously it's pretty good. We got like better consistency, right? Triple Rise Heart. So a lot of people play 2 or they play 1, but I think consistency is key with this deck, and that was always the problem, right? So the fact that this combos with Theosis Birth, I think it's just really, really good, and it's really good in the mid game. So that's good. And then post sighting, you always side one out going second. And the last cash monsters is one Scare Claw, and my favorite one, the Ogre. It's 28 with the field spell. It beats over like everything, so that's really, really cool. Seeing the top card of your opponent's deck and like stacking it could like seal the deal. So
no, absolutely,
he's one of my favorite ones. For hand traps, I played 3 Ash. So I know it's like generic, everyone says, oh, I played 3 Ash in my deck, but like in this deck you can go Barone, which is pretty cool. And I didn't want to play any hand trap that was like a slap on the wrist. I wanted to play like, I didn't want to play cards like Imperm, I wanted to play like high impact or cards that were really important. So I know this is like super important against Labyrinth.
You know the 25th anniversary has supers, right?
Yeah. These are my favorite ones.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. Then 3 Shifter, obviously, you know this deck can play Shifter, so you play 3 Shifter.
Clean.
Then for the spells, you play the 3 planets and the terraforming, so that's pretty good. Then the 3 birth, 3 theosis against really heavy combo decks. You always side one out because you're not gonna resolve this against a heavy combo deck, so you always side one out.
Right.
Last cash card is Pot of Prosperity. I don't know why they didn't ban this card.
I mean, it should be limited, but I do agree.
Yeah, no, this card's a little crazy. Sorry, my eyes a little messed up.
That's alright.
Now the MVP card, probably the best card of my deck. Everyone's laughing at me for playing this card, but the best card of my deck was for sure Raigeki. This card, I know people are saying like, oh, it sucks going first, and I agree, but you go first 50% of the time, right? Because, you know, it's a dice roll, right?
Right.
So if you lose a dice roll, which is 50% of the time, it's going to be good, because you're also drawing a 6th card, so the percentage of seeing a 3 of going second is even higher than seeing it going first, so that's good. And if you have it in your hand, you kind of tell your opponent, beat me, and if they don't, you're going to Raigeki them on the crackback, and you're going to win the duel. So that's really good. 2 Cosmics. I wish I played 3 actually, but this card was really, really good. Just good going first, good going second against almost everything. And then the Duster. And then for the 1-ofs, I just play some cards that let me play through hand traps. So that's the 1 Call by the Grave. I know Labyrinth is a pretty weak matchup, so I wanted to cover that. As well as Tier can be like weird, so I wanted a card in the main deck that's good against those. 1 Talent, and then one of the best spell cards that we get in my deck is Monster Reborn. Lets you push through hand traps. Really good going second against Orcus. You could just like use this on their ding, and that's like pretty cool.
I feel like you're playing 2002 fucking beat stick right now.
Yeah. It's just it's good on the crackback too, and yeah, good going first, good going second. And then the last card is the Preparations, which you kind of have to play with this card in your deck. You have to like banish cards and like fuel it for it to be good.
Absolutely.
All right, for the extra deck. 1 Shanger Era, you don't need any more. For the number monsters, 1 Big Eye, 1 Harmonizer. This is really, really good against almost any like graveyard based deck. It's really good. The Moth, this is good to attack directly and then go Zeus if they have like a monster that you can't really attack over. Dark Arm, this might as well be a Kashtira card. This card's crazy. Flare Metal, you make this against like Flunderies or some weird decks. Typhon and Zeus. And then the package that people know about now is the Draco Sack with the 2 Link Spiders. That goes into G Golem, and then you go into Heat Soul. And this is like pretty good, but it doesn't like people think that. Oh, this is again. People think this is why the deck is good now, but that's not true. Like this combo resolves maybe 2 to 3 times a tournament, maybe. Because like if you Shifter, you can't do this combo, and like going into an established board, you can't do this combo. So, but I do want to say like these slots are going to be like random cards in your deck, so having these is pretty cool. You know, you get to resolve a really high ceiling combo sometimes, so that's pretty good.
Oh, absolutely.
The last card is just SP and Barone. And then the side deck, which for sure is really, really important, especially in this deck. Bell, again, to cover Labyrinth and other weird stuff. Droll for Manadium.
Motherfucker, those are commons too?
Yeah, we gotta play the we gotta play the bad ones always. 2 Lava Golem, pretty good. You kind of want to play these board breakers into Manadium and stuff. 1 Lightning Storm. If you don't play 2, you're never gonna see both, right? So if you play 1, you know, you might see it. So that's pretty good.
That makes sense.
Then the best cards in my side deck, an MVP for sure. Again, in the side is Solemn Judgment. It was so good that I played Solemn Scolding. So when you resolve your combo, you lose to certain things, right? You lose to board breakers, you lose to Evenly, you lose to Talents, taking your Shangri-Ira and then going into Zeus, and like Lightning Storm and stuff. So these cards cover what you lose to, and these cards were so good for me that I found Scolding, and this is like Judgment and Strike in 1 card, so that's really, really good. And it gives you like a 4th Solemn Judgment, so that's pretty crazy. And then again, like to cover what you lose to is Anti-Spell. And I think, you know, playing these cards just in case you lose game 1, you know, could cover the game 2, and then you could go into game 3. But
did you ever find yourself contradicting yourself with the ketosis and the anti-spell or any of the
yeah,
other spells?
so
it is a heavy spell lineup.
It is a heavy spell lineup for sure, and I think that's the reason why I didn't want to play 3, because you can't afford to see multiples and like brick or like have like 1 push and then it gets hand trapped and then you pass, because then you kind of brick yourself.
Right.
So I think playing 2 is like the sweet spot. You could kind of see it in your first opening 5-card hand. If not, you could Heat Soul, maybe draw a card, you know, maybe draw into it, or you know, you could say Talents, maybe you drew Prosperity, get into it. So you definitely don't want to play multiples of these and brick on them, or brick yourself. I only lost 2 games today, so this only went in when you know, only 2 times.
Only lost 2 games.
Yeah,
not even around 2 games.
2 games.
Shit.
That's pretty much it. Little quick shout outs.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Johnny Lee. He used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, doesn't play Yu-Gi anymore. And shout out to the Above Average YouTube channel.
All right. I'll put their link in the description. Thank you.
Very much.
All right. Goofy Gaming signing out.